Hey fellow tennis nerds, I hope all is well. Time for another mixed bag where we look at what the pros are doing in terms of gear, especially. Madrid Masters started properly today. Small shout out to my friend Carl Adrian, who has been featured in Tennis Nerd videos before. He's there on Roman Safiulin's team. Roman managed to qualify for the main draw, so that's great. Good luck to Adri and Roman. And thanks again to all of you on Instagram, countless people who reached out with observation, and one of the strongest one that I got today was that Alexander Sasha Bublik has ditched the Gravity Pro attempt he was trying not long ago, not many weeks ago, and instead is using a Technifiber T-Fight. I'm not sure exactly what racket this is, but it does look like a T-Fight. Could be the new ISO, could be some older model, could be the similar thing to what Medvedev is using, which is a way older model. It's not a great sign for his stability, but perhaps he's just testing new rackets now before he makes up his mind. The clay court season is not his favorite part of the season, so maybe this is a time for him to find a racket. If he can win some matches, he's happy, but like with Medvedev, he's not the most happy guy to be on clay. But Sasha did manage to win his first match against Daniel Galan, and that's a good start. We'll see how long he stays with this T-Fight. I'm not sure if he got kicked off Team E-Zone due to too much racket breaking, no idea. But that kind of leads us on to Bublik Bouchard, because we're talking about the E-Zone. She is back. She has managed to qualify for the Madrid Masters. She has also made a switch from the Yonex V-Core to an E-Zone 100. It does look like she's using Polytour Pro strings. And she's finally a little bit in the spotlight again after some rough years struggling with injury and perhaps some motivation too. At the time of talking to you, she is restarting her career and has a first round match against Diana Jastremska. So it will be interesting to follow her tournament. Felix Auger-Aliassime has changed his strings. My guess would be that he is testing the Babolat RPM Blast 1.30 gauge, but for now it's probably just a test. He needs more time. All these pros you see with new gear, it might take a few weeks and then they go back or change to something else. It will take a while for them to commit to a setup, and they can be moving a bit back and forth over that time. But he used to use RPM Blast Rough Yellow. Few players use that string on the tour. It's not one of my favorite strings, RPM Blast Rough, but RPM Blast is obviously a good string. So we'll see if he stays with this one and how his results will be with his new string setup. He strings it around 25 kilos, 26, 25, depending on the surface. I also want to mention another Babolat player, Maxime Cressy. It's a guy I like to watch. He plays serve and volley, and he has this very, very strong philosophy around his game and how he wants to improve and where he can go, which I find quite inspirational. I did a video about him some time ago where I talked about him bringing two rackets with him to the side of the court. Why? Because he uses a different racket for serving and one for returning. I speculated that it was due to the string tension, which made sense in my head, but apparently he uses different weight depending on the serve and the return. Maybe wants a racket that comes through faster in the air on the serve and a little bit more stable on returns, for example. Depends on what he likes and how he plays. But he's working hard to improve his return. So do you have any observations that I have missed? Let me know in the comments. Let me know on Instagram. Send them in the contact us form on tennisnerd.net. And if you want to learn more about rackets and find your perfect string and racket setup, check out the online products in the Tennis Nerd store, the course, the ebook, and the consultation service. That's all for now. Have a nice day, and don't forget to play some tennis.